Hello everyone, I'm Christopher from CBProductions, CBProductions 2.0. Before the video begins, if you are new to this channel, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell for live stream and video notifications. With that being said, enjoy the video! Hello everyone, I'm Christopher from CBProductions, CBProductions 2.0. Today, me and my family are off to Strasburg Railroad, home of America's oldest railroad attraction. Not only are we going to Strasburg Railroad, we're going to be checking out Dutch Wonderland in Hershey's Park, home of the Hershey's chocolate bar. Right now, we are in Pennsylvania, almost to Strasburg. I'm going to find the 611. I'm going to find the 611. Right. Finding the 611. Gotta find that 611. There's what, Mom? Oh, train tracks. I thought you meant 611. I said train tracks, yes. I don't see 611. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the Strasburg Railroad. Woo! Here we are.
That's the dining car.
The dining cars.
That's the coach car.
The coach cars. And everything. There's the Pennsylvania Railroad passenger car. There's 611. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's my moment of truth. The 611
There's
is...
the water. See the big water intake?
Yep.
Where water's in? See the
There's
big
the
look.
611.
Those people are on the open area. See it? That's the open area.
There's the 611. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Norfolk and Western J, number 611.
Well, the first one's number 68. That's it. That's the first one. On that platform.
Look at that one, huh?
Sure. Here we go. Here we go. You guys want to record too? That one right there. Number 68 is what I want to go on. Yeah.
See that? See the water coming up?
Yep.
Making steam right now.
We made it.
Yep, all the black is the coal. Coal and steam. And water. See it? There's water, coal, and steam. Congratulations, Chris.
On what?
On graduating freshman year in high school.
You want to take a picture next to it? My legs are shaking right now.
Why are your legs shaking so much? You excited? I know, buddy. I love you. No, he's got plenty of battery. Fire up, that's the pistons. Getting ready to get, he's building up the pressure. The steam makes pressure, and then they make the pressure to push it.
Here we go! Actually, I want to hear the bell. Right. Here we go! Goodbye! And also, on CBProductions, Christopher Productions 2.0. Bye, 611! Have fun!
Yeah, people in the dining car have
That's a kiddie ride. Now, me and my family are going on board the 611 for the 5 p.m. ride. Here we are once again at the Strasburg Railroad to board Norfolk and Western number 611. Here's a close of the 611 wheels. Look at the size of them things. Or should I say, look at the size of those wheels. We're on board Norfolk and Western 611. Here we go! Now that's why there's no stopping the Norfolk and Western. Here's Norfolk and Western 475. Pulling today's trip because 611 broke a spring.
Thank you.
You're wrong, sadly. This is Norfolk and Western 475. A 480 Mastodon. The 475 was actually used in Thomas in the Magic Railroad, which was a movie from 2000.
Yeah, exactly. What?
This is a movie star, just like Nickel Plate Road 587. The one that had a cracked whistle.
It might be not the
Here we go. We're moving. Goodbye. Goodbye. I see 70. I see 73. Well, oh no, I see 89. Oh, I see Thomas. I see Strasburg Thomas. I saw him in the shed. Oh, is that Strasburg? There is Norfolk and Western 611. However, it's supposed to haul this trip, but broke down. Auxiliary tender. CBProductions on YouTube, the one with the hashtag, and subscribe to Train Fan JJ, or yeah, subscribe to him as well. So subscribe to CBProductions and Train Fan JJ on YouTube. you have the same shirt as me? Now here's the Cherry Chester Venture Farm. Alright. The 475 is doing the ghost whistle.
Sorry, bud. It's alright. Excuse me. I have that right here, and that's right here. Alright, thank you. Sorry again about that. Oh, you're good. You're good.
Hi! Nice to see you. I'm Christopher from CBProductions. Productions 2.0. Make sure to subscribe to CBProductions on YouTube and subscribe to Train Fan JJ. Sorry. roads across the USA. Like coal and steel and automobiles, you bet we know the way. We're cargo moving people from N&W Railway. Norfolk and Western, there's no stopping us. Service you can count on from people you can trust. When it's cargo moving time, it's time to put it on the line. The Norfolk and Western, there's no stopping us. The cargo rolling every hour of every day, from Mountain, Kansas City down to Norfolk, PA. No matter what the country needs, we'll get it there. Cause hey, we're cargo moving people from N&W
We're approaching Paradise
Railway.
Yard. Or should I say,
Norfolk
the area
and
where Amtrak trains come by. So does freight.
There's no stopping us.
This is where, in the 1970s, most of the engines that were operated by other railroads, for example, Strasburg 90 was owned by the Western Railroad, and 475 was owned by the Norfolk and Western. They were actually sent here after their retirement.
There's no stopping us. Norfolk and Western, there's no stopping.
However, the real 382 was scrapped in 1935, but in 1900, they killed Casey Jones. What? We're entering the yard. Or should I say, we're entering Paradise Yard. Actually, we're entering
Lehman
Lehman's
Place Junction.
This is Lehman's Junction, home to many Amtrak trains and this area of Strasburg Railroad. Hi! Strasburg Railroad. This is the Strasburg Railroad. It is a railroad attraction. America's oldest railroad attraction. The 475 will be going reverse. Then the switch will flick to normal. The 475 will chop down there. And make sure that switch is set to reverse. And then down there. And then the switch is set to reverse or normal. And then it couples up to there and then we go back. Now here comes the star of Thomas and the Magic Railroad.
It is not in Thomas and the Magic Railroad.
It actually starred in Thomas and the Magic Railroad, the 2000 movie. Here she is. Norfolk and Western Railway M-Class number 475. Heading towards East Strasburg. Now arriving.
It's a lot of corn, man. That's a lot of corn.
Passing by the train yard, or should I say the train junkyard again. Reading 1187. A Camelback was originally over here.
Nope, here's 611. Nope, here we go. The Norfolk and Western 611.
Oh, you didn't see these Norfolk. I mean, miles and miles.
That's the one that you were supposed to take, Bob.
611, honey.
I think so.
That was our train, honey. 611.
611 is all of you. Unless no, they probably don't
Number 8618. Here's Strasburg number 89. In this shed as well, we're gonna see 90 in Brooklyn Eastern District Terminal number 15 disguised as Thomas the Tank Engine for the Day Out with Thomas events. Number 90 wears a reading 6 chime. Hello again.
In that garage, they have these big dugouts where you can walk up underneath the train. Kind of like with all the mechanics, you know, they lift their cars up. Right, they don't
Yeah, maybe you're on the first option. No, maybe the other way. Maybe the other way.
Hello there, virtual rail faders. I'm CBProductions, Christopher Biello 2.0. Also, make sure to subscribe to CBProductions with the hashtag on YouTube. Have a nice day. So I'm back at Strasburg Railroad again. This time, Norfolk and Western 475 is leading today's train because the 611
Out of commission.
broke down.
These are leaf
The
spring.
leaf spring on 611 actually was the one that caused 611 mechanical problems. So today, 89 and 475 are running today's trip. Here's a little Strasburg engine. narrow gauge. Here's Strasburg 89. Number 89's whistle just blew. Reverse she goes. Let me get a good side view of 89. There we go. Yep, there goes 89. They're actually bringing her back in. Here's 89. Going on to this platform over here, so that way passengers can board.
Nice speed 89, keep her rolling. Let's go about 7 this month.
Yep, here we go. Here comes 89. There's the 611. Apparently, she's not going to operate today because her leaf spring broke. Here's the choo-choo barn. I'm inside the Strasburg train shop. This is before I go to choo-choo barn. Here are some very nice train sets. This is the Lionel 2021 catalog. Just left the Strasburg train shop, heading into choo-choo barn. There are some model train layouts. In 2003, Lionel reproduced the zoo building in their historic layout series. Here's a freight train. Here's the Union Pacific freight train. Here's some nighttime views.
They give you a list of things to look for. But wait, right now it's nighttime. When it gets back to daytime again.
That's an Amtrak.
At nighttime everything lights up.
That's actually an old MTH model. Going this way. And up the cave where all the cavemen. Here's a freight train. A little freight train, actually. There's the switcher. Now here's another freight train. Actually, the same freight train we've seen before.
Oh, conveyor belts. Little conveyor
Yeah,
belts.
it's a little conveyor belt.
Yeah.
Here's the cars and trucks.
See, it's not on a trail. It's not on a
It's on a track.
It's a belt.
And here's the Pennsylvania Railroad passenger train. There's an SUV. Pulled over by the Strasburg police.
Yep.
Here's some old Lionel train sets, like the Milwaukee Road A-class up there. Here are some more Lionel train sets, including the S2 turbine. Here's another parade. Military and police. There goes the military. Military. And, yeah, military. And look who I see, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Thomas and Percy.
Pulling Strasburg cars.
What this is. See the Strasburg Railroad. Nighttime is back again. Now here goes some more trains. There goes 89 once again.
Yeah. See the people skiing up there and the gondolas going.
There are people skiing down. The Amtrak at the train station. Look behind the bush. He caused it. Now this is what's making the noise. Uh-oh, politics alert. Turn on the politics siren. Look, PennDOT, PA Depot of Transportation, busy at work. There they are. The Pennsylvania Depot of Transportation, busy at work. Now, we're at the Pennsylvania Railroad Museum. Here are some historical trains.
It's cool.
Here's Pennsylvania Railroad 1223.
You have to do small clips.
Here's the goodie store. And here's someone at his desk. Here's the Ennis Hotel and Bar. Now here's a man with a hand car. Here's the back of 1223's observation car. Elegant and dangerous. Here's what the inside of the passenger cars look like. Here's Pennsylvania Railroad 460.
Oh, there you go.
A faster commute. Here's Pennsylvania Road 1187. And no, this is not reading 1187. Here's the close-up of 1187's wheels. This is 1187's pilot. This here is an old steam locomotive.
John Bull.
The John Bull. This is Pennsylvania Railroad 7002, a 442 Atlantic steam locomotive.
This is the world's fastest locomotive.
The world's fastest locomotive. And here are 7002's passenger cars. And here's Pennsylvania Railroad number 94. And over here is Pennsylvania Railroad 5741. Here is Virginia and Tennessee Railroad number 20. With Cumberland Valley Railroad passenger cars, yeah. Cumberland Valley Railroad cars. Here's reading 1251. This is Pennsylvania Power and Light Company. Actually, this is a streamliner. It's a 080, or should I say an 080. Numbers
D? Just a D.
D. This is number 111. Let's see what this is.
It took you 6 seconds here. How long does that take you there? First turn. Turn. You turn until the light goes off. You turn until the light goes off. Leave your directions. Yep. Now keep going. Turn until the light goes off. You didn't let you finish. Keep going. Keep turning. Keep turning. Until the light goes off. Yep, there you go. How many seconds? 48 seconds, right? Yeah.
Well,
That's the difference.
oh, yep,
That's the difference
48 seconds.
between the hand.
This is the valve gear. All right. Okay.
That's it. That's all it's going to do. He's going to take it out and put it back in. There you go. Coupled. Hooray.
This is an Erie Pacific. Now this is some track basis. Some derailments.
Derail.
Now let's try it out with this one and right there. And now Here's Pennsylvania Railroad GG1 number 4935. Here are 4935's cars. But over here is Lackawanna 892. Steel becomes the new standard. Here's what the inside of one of the passenger cars looks like. Here's a passenger car, roofless. These were the silver stuff they used. The silverware, actually. Here's what the inside of one of the Pennsylvania Railroad passenger cars looked like. The silverware. This is Pennsylvania Railroad 2846. Here's Reading 2100's cab. The American Freedom Train and 2100 herself. However, this is a very small cab and not the size of the real 2100's cab. Here are some box cars and freight cars. And here are the speakers. And here are some pipes and stuff. And this is the measurements. That's a railroad gate. Now here's some more box cars. And here is the Watchman's Shanty, circa 1910. It's a shed. Here's a tanker car in LNE and stuff. Now here's a very old steam locomotive. This is Olomana number 3 in a 042. Here's a coal car. Here's a Pennsylvania Railroad caboose. And here is 2898's cab. Here is the United States Mail area. But here is another, well actually, all this stuff. Now here's some sorting mill on board.
Yeah, all different cities.
All different cities and towns. Here's the roof lifted passenger car.
No, just a model.
It's a model, of course. Here's a Heisler log. Number 4.
Dad'll like this.
Here's a Climax. Here's Lithuania Railway, number 1. Here is an observation car. And over here is a Pennsylvania Railroad hopper. And some more. Over there, right there, you see a Penn Central hopper. That's a Western Maryland car. That is a Pennsylvania Railroad boxcar. Right there is Pennsylvania Railroad number 5690. This locomotive is this is a Class B1. This is the cab of the Reading Company F7. Here's the Reading Company 8-44-66 train. The cab a bit inside. Now let's go inside the cab of Pennsylvania Railroad 2846.
Dad, do you have my camera?
Here we go. You have the whistle up there. And the bell is automatic, so you just press that. Or there's a lever to that. Now that's your throttle. That's the firebox. And that's where the driver sits. Actually, that's the brake, the independent brake. That one's the throttle. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, that's the throttle, like I said, and that is the brake. Here's where the coal goes. There's a shovel to shovel in the coal into the firebox. Here are the types of steam locomotives. Here's a train bell. Here are some more bells. Here's a Pennsylvania Railroad diesel locomotive.
That's an electric.
Actually, that's an electric. I thought it was a diesel locomotive, but that is an electric. This is the Class E44A, built in 1963 for the Pennsylvania Railroad. And you can climb up and take a look at the inside of a passenger car, more like a baggage car. Actually, that's a passenger car. This is a model train area.
So what we're gonna have to do in order to do that is you gotta get around the other end. So back up to here. Back up in here. Go straight down. Wait, we'll stop. Go back at it.
The High Iron Challenge.
Электричество делает.
Wind?
No, it's a wind generator.
Wind?
What does the windmill do?
What a windmill.
Here are some boxcars. Here's Pennsylvania Railroad 5475, a K4 Pacific. That's 1123, Lackawanna. On top is a Lionel Classic. Here's some more trains. and more trains. And here are some more. In here, you can get to see boxcars. Here's another layout. Here's reading 340. That's an EMDF7.
That's what I said.
I cannot see
Wait, is that
you.
beer?
Yeah.
That's a beer, right?
Hey, on the show office, what's that paper company?
I don't
Strand, but it's
see you.
You're watching it.
Yeah, I can't remember when it was.
Mama going to tell me these. I'm going to tell
There's a Broadway Limited Pennsylvania Railroad T1.
Papa. Mama going to hold
There's a either Bachman or Broadway Limited Pennsylvania Railroad 4913.
I know. I'm gonna get something from my mom.
Here's 3750. Yeah,
Oh,
3750.
Oh, the Turkey Hill, the train. That's out in Lancaster, the other side.
Wait,
There's a
where?
cow on top.
An articulated Pennsylvania Railroad locomotive.
Mama.
Seems like a K4 there or something different.
This is over here.
What?
This is where we're going.
What? Really?
Yeah,
That's what that
that's
is?
Yeah. Let's clear right here across the street.
Oh my gosh, look at this. They're having this camp.
And here's some more. More models of trains. And now it's time to head to Hershey's Park. Or Hershey Park.
No, Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Or Hershey, Pennsylvania. But before we go to Hershey, Pennsylvania, we're stopping at the museum store. There's a New Haven I-5
Yeah.
and some of the others.
Which one do you see one that you like?
I also see a Pennsylvania Road GG1 right there. I see Southern 1401. That's a PS4 Pacific, or yeah. There's Chesapeake and Ohio 490. Oh, for locomotives flashcards, I see 611. Trains a new era. Here's some Lionel ornaments.
Yeah. So you need to film ornaments. Go ahead.
Hershey World is to the right.
We're now at Hershey's Chocolate World. We're here at Hershey's Park. Here's the trolley. And here's the Kissmobile. We're so happy to see you. I'm happy to see you too. This is the Reese's Stuff Your Cup area.
Look at all the stuff they put in the cup. You can put M&M's.
So now we're going to see the 4D movie. The 4D movie is right there. We're also going to the candy store. Hershey's largest candy store. So we've got back from the Hershey's 4D chocolate movie,
Oh, we should get on that bus.
and now we're outside checking out the roller coasters.
Look at this ride. Watch this roller coaster.
You know, let's go. Let's watch these people.
Oh boy. Watch out, everybody's walking by.
Here we go.
It's right there. It goes up there again.
So me and my mom are at the ice cream and milkshakes line waiting to get milkshakes. And now we're back at Hershey's Park. But this time, we're going to ride the roller coasters. That way is to the park. The boardwalk is the water park. Hershey's Park and Zoo America are actually attractions, and so is Hershey's Chocolate World.
Oops, sorry.
So far, Hershey's Chocolate World has 12 hours of operating hours. we are now going to get tickets so we can go on the rides. We're at the park! Woo! Here's the brand new roller coaster,
Alright,
the Candymonium.
Alright.
Here's the carousel. Here's Starbucks. Here's my first ride, the Pirate. Alright, so I'm back from riding the Pirate. Look at that.
Look at this thing right there. Remember this thing? Wanna go that one?
Wow.
Yeah, let's go on it. That way Dad's stomach gonna get the next.
So I rode on the pirate ship just to get my dad's stomach to calm down before Dad could get afraid of any other ride.
Yeah.
So now we're going to ride the Claw. So I got back from riding the Claw, and now I'm going to ride this orange roller coaster. Fahrenheit, 97 degrees and falling fast. So I got back from riding some of the rides and eating pizza and drinking Pepsi. Now I'm at the water park. So I got back from riding a lot of rides at the water park and some at the theme park. Well, of course I've came back from riding the, what was that ride called again?
The title.
The Title.
Title shot.
Yeah, the Title Shot. I came back from riding this ride right here.
Yeah, it says the.
And that was the Tidal Force. So I got back from the water park, some rides, the Dry Gulch Railroad, and the brand new Hershey's Candymonium ride.
Yep.
It was a blast.
It was awesome.
Alright. Here's my last video from Hershey Park until I go to the Hershey Candy Store, or the Hershey's Candy Factory store. I liked Hershey's Park. I'll come back next year or so. And now, I'm back home from vacation. Going to Strasburg Railroad was fun. So was going to Hershey Park. And sorry if I didn't go to Dutch Wonderland. Well guys, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Like I already said in the beginning, if you're new to this channel, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell for live stream and video notifications. See you on the next one, everyone. Peace out. Goodbye.